Welcome to Unhinged Magi.
Oh man, I do love a good sale. A sales pitch that is fantastic. And I also like being cheated out of my money. It's
You do?
so fun. Yeah.
You love being cheated.
Yep, when people tell me they got a good deal and I give them my money and then I look down and I have a bunch of garbage in my hands, oh, it's so fantastic. And when people tell me to go get me my garbage, I can go get more garbage. It's so good.
Yeah. So, you guys, this is going to be video number 4 of the Bitcoin series. We've been doing this for a little while. There's 3 others. We're going to make a playlist on it. To summarize, because everyone always takes it out of context, we're going to be really clear. We're not saying crypto is terrible.
Nope.
We're not saying don't ever buy a crypto.
Nope.
We're making some things clear about crypto that have not been made very clear for most people on the internet.
Correct.
So you're informed about it. So when you buy it or don't buy it, you know what it is you're buying. That's the goal.
So what's today's topic?
Pumpers and scammers.
Yes, indeed, Bob. The scammers, they're out in full force. You know why? They want your money.
Now, this video, like some of the others that we've mentioned, could be taken as a more negative towards Bitcoin kind of thing or crypto. This one is more of a positive towards the asset, but it's more of like, watch out for this because this exists kind of thing. Because the fact that there's pumpers and scammers in crypto doesn't at all mean that crypto is not good.
Correct.
It means that people see that there's opportunity there to scam you. They see that there's opportunity there to like buy a bunch of it, pump it up past where it should be market price wise, and then jump out like a pump and dump kind of thing.
This is the best day in the world to buy Bitcoin. Bitcoin is at only 28,000. Did you know that? It's at 28,000. This is the day that you should actually buy today. Because if you buy today, tomorrow it's gonna go out to the moon. We're gonna get to 50,000, and then after that, it's gonna be 100,000. So what you need to do is go ahead.
A
million? All right.
Yeah, they say million.
$1 million. $1 million. No, but what we're going to do is you're going to go out and buy it. And once you buy it, it's going to go. And you're going to just hold on to that coin. Don't ever sell it. If you sell it, you're a fool. I would never sell mine.
You're not a fool.
I'm not a fool. So I just keep buying Bitcoin all the time, and I'm going to be very rich. And if you want to be rich with me, you can go talk to my friend over at www.dumbass.com. Because he's the one who got me into Bitcoin, and I made a bunch of money. That's about right?
Yeah, that sounds great. So there's a couple like flags to look for, you guys. And again, like when we give this advice, this doesn't mean Bitcoin or crypto is bad.
Correct.
Pumpers and scammers, they're in any kind of good asset. You see them in precious metals. You'll see them sometimes in like, car sales and things like that, selling lemons but not telling you. You see them all over the place, but there's signs to look for. One first one is they generally don't tell you a lot of big negatives. They might tell you a small negative just to kind of earn your trust and make you think that they're being honest about all of it. But they'll kind of glass right over a bunch of things that actually exist. That's one big thing to actually look for. And that's a major reason why this entire series is valuable. Because when we're telling you guys things about this crypto, we're giving factual information about crypto, what it is and what it isn't. And so if you're talking to someone that's like making it sound like great and getting you all excited, and then you ask them some things about scalability problem, the power problem, the blockchain problem, the moral problem, like any of these topics, right? And like they try to change the subject, or they don't know how to respond, or they don't know about it.
You see, there's a fix of the matrix. They're coming out with the fix. It's will be fine.
Yeah, they act like it's like no longer an issue. It doesn't exist. Aren't they? They make you feel stupid for asking the question.
Yep.
Though that's a sign, right? You might be talking to a pumper or a scammer.
Yeah. So, how do you avoid these situations? Well, first, you got to get your knowledge from someone who's going to be direct and honest with you.
Yep.
All right?
Probably someone who has nothing to gain from telling you.
Exactly. So I would ask peers that actually you know. And if you don't know any peers, well, you just have to go with people who tell you the most roundabout everything about it there is.
But I've learned to be cautious in the crypto space of people that are heavily invested, because there's a self-confirmation bias that I've found in crypto people, that many of them themselves have been caught up in the hype. They haven't been told the negatives, and even worse, they don't want to know the negatives. So, I mean, you might be better off talking to somebody who you know, who you trust, who's actually gone through some down cycles and had some bad experiences in it. They might give you a different presentation. That doesn't mean you have to listen to them to either buy it or not buy it.
Right.
But you want to make sure the people you're talking to have that balanced perspective, because there's an awful lot of positivity out there. Yeah, yay, rah, Bitcoin's going to be it.
And we've also noticed that bots are coming into our channel and actually dropping their ton of garbage on our channel as well. Because they see Bitcoin in the title, and there they go with the dropping of the bombs.
Yeah, it absolutely happens, you guys. Now, anyone who's familiar with like a lot of Bitcoin content, they see this same kind of thing like happen. You go to a Bitcoin video, and like usually what you see is there'll be like, say there's 100 comments. It'll be like one comment, one reply, no replies, one comment, one reply. Then there'll be this one comment, and it'll be like 30 replies and like a bunch of hearts. And then the first one, they'll say something like that kind of pulls you in, like, hey, I made a huge gain on like crypto in like the last 3 weeks. Yeah. And then you scroll down and it says, and then someone else replies and says, oh, I did too. Did you use Mr. Mark Smith or something like that? Yeah. And I used Mr. Mark Smith. His trading advice is really good. And someone else replies and says, oh yeah, Mr. Mark Smith, he's great. And everyone's talking about Mark Smith, and then you start seeing WhatsApp contact numbers like posted, right? Right. So these pumpers, these scammers, they have,
it look like it's a conversation.
Yeah,
but it's not.
And you guys have been watching them for like the last like several years. Like they come into these Bitcoin videos and they start doing all this stuff, and they're trying to get people to say, oh, I should contact this investment person because they apparently tell people how to trade Bitcoin, right?
Yep, and so they can get your money.
Yep. Yeah, you generally know, like, you know, there'll be like a big thread of them all replying to each other, and then there'll be like a WhatsApp contact number, something like that. You see it all.
And then you can try to contact those people, and they don't respond. Because they're a bot.
Yep. So, and for pumpers, you find a lot of things like BitConnect. It like probably needs to come up.
Okay.
So, I don't have a ton of information on BitConnect. I'm not even pretending to be an expert on BitConnect. Very high level summary that I know about is BitConnect is not Bitcoin. It was a whole way of investing that was related to Bitcoin, and it got a lot of people excited, and they're dumping their money not into Bitcoin but into BitConnect. And then BitConnect effectively kind of like got all these people excited. And this one guy that was screaming and had these big rallies. Well, then it all blew apart, and people who bought Bitcoin were fine, but people that bought like through or using or via BitConnect all got blown apart, right? So it was a total pump scheme, effectively.
So is Bitcoin safe? Yeah, relatively.
Yeah, I mean, Bitcoin has its own value, but like BitConnect didn't have any real connection to the validity of Bitcoin. Right. It was just a pumper that basically came in and scammed everybody.
Completely separate entity.
Yep. But they make a lot of waves. And so when you wade into these areas, you got to be aware of this. And to be fair, this happens with like gold and silver as well, right?
I'm pretty sure it happens with most things, really.
Yep.
So, you're going to get scammers. When anything is out there that's going to be expensive, there's Magic the Gathering fraud that happens on eBay. So you got to watch out for the scammers. There's people that'll actually say, hey, buy my item at this product on eBay and you pay for it, and then we'll say that that's the market value.
Yep. Yeah, so something that you'll see often, like for like gold and silver ones, when because not a lot of people want to hold real physical gold and silver. So what they'll do is somebody will set up like a bullion bank effectively, and they'll say buy gold and silver through us, and we'll store it for you, and maybe even for like a while they do, and then the next thing you know, the people that were holding it for you, they're like just gone. Along with all their investor money or the metals that they were holding for people, they just disappear, and you never actually held it in your hand. So a precious metal person will tell you that if you're going to buy precious metals, just, the reason you buy precious metals is to hold something physical, so you don't have to trust anyone else.
To try the Scrooge McDuck technique.
Yeah, and to have your vault and dive into it, which, by the way, will break all your fingers. Don't do that. So like, that's the reason to do it, is because you want to hold it physically. Well, in crypto, you could do the same thing. You can just download the wallet app, directly buy from someone, have them send you the crypto to your wallet. You give them cash through cash or PayPal, whatever, and now you've got that crypto. You're on the blockchain. You've got your private key. You are safe. That is the way to do it, right? You don't need all these other parties, right? So, if someone's trying to get you to buy a lot of Bitcoin but use their service instead of just directly buying it, have some feelers go up. Do some research on that place.
There you go.
Yeah.
And I think that's valuable information to actually have.
Yep. So yeah, again, we said it at the beginning. We're saying it again. Scammers and pumpers exist in all of these various kinds of asset classes. It doesn't mean crypto is bad.
Correct.
But crypto, for whatever reason, is filled with them.
Yep.
And
it's filled with it because there's money.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of money.
And it's all electronic, so they can do it remotely. Exactly. And they're not going to tell you the reality of the asset you're buying. And you need to kind of learn how to detect these people, so just watch out for them.
Exactly. So you got to protect yourself. Everybody knows that, but it's a little bit harder to do with digital stuff.
Yeah, we even found them in the comments of our own videos. I know you're about to end the video, but just one quick thing.
No.
In the comments of our own crypto videos, we've already had bots and scammers. I was going to try to, but while we're talking, I
go ahead,
find
keep talking, and I'll find one.
Yeah, so we even find them in the comments of our own videos. These bots come in and start putting up comments and then talking about, hey, Mr. Whatever, go do your trade, and that's one right there.
Yeah, that's one right there.
Yeah. So you can probably just go to the left screen. Yep. And then turn those off. So yeah, right here, this is in one of our Bitcoin videos. So this person pops in, Sierra Jocelyn, and it starts out fairly simplistically, talking about something that might make sense, but then you get down to the end, and they're talking about, hey, contact this Marcus person at Telegram,
Yeah.
And then as you scroll down, I even started replying to this person, and then I realized, oh, wait a minute, they're a bot. And then as you scroll down, you see, two other, comments where it was the bot had their other accounts replying to the account, being like, hey, yeah, you should totally trade with Marcus Benedict. He's one of the best crypto traders out there.
Yep. So that that's when you get the idea that they're a bot, because they start talking about this random dude, and he's just stupid.
Yeah. So it's all over the place in crypto videos and in crypto content, and they're not gonna tell you the ins and outs, the goods and the bads, all the risks and everything. They're gonna make everything sound greater than it is. So a lot of people have an artificially inflated view of crypto and where it's going in the future, because they've never heard these negative sides. And these crypto pumpers and scammers, they're a part of that. They're a part of the reason why you never hear those other sides. So just beware.
Be aware.
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
Okay.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Bye.
Have a great day. Hit the like button, subscribe, make comments. And if you're a bot, well, don't.
Yeah, please don't.
But a bot's going to do what a bot's going to do.